Since the beginning of humanity, the religious chronicles of the most different societies have contained accounts of individuals touched by the divine. They are the chosen ones, individuals tasked with carrying out vital duties in accordance with the vast cosmic blueprints. Every spiritual tradition has characters who guide, protect, and alter the world around them. But have you ever pondered if you belong to this elite group? Is there a call in your spirit that propels you onto a path of purpose and enlightenment? Each chosen one bears a distinct task. Some guide multitudes through times of darkness, giving knowledge and hope. Others confront repressive powers, battling for truth and justice. Some people are on a quest to heal, restore balance, and bring peace to a chaotic world. Recognizing oneself as a chosen one, regardless of your function, is an important step in walking the path that has been allotted to you. This spiritual path is more than a collection of tales and myths, it is also an invitation to self-reflection. What drives you? What difficulties do you believe you must face? Understanding the many qualities of the chosen will allow you to recognize their mission and connect with their genuine spirit. You may fulfill a prophecy, and by accepting your calling, you can help God's plan. If something inside you awakens while listening to these words, it's a sign that you should keep viewing this video, appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel. This might be only the beginning of a series of indicators that will continue to surprise you over time. The essential reality is that, in some way, we are all chosen. However, many people lose sight of reality, becoming engrossed in the illusion of materialism and the bustle of everyday life. Other kinds of chosen ones do exist, though, and each one plays a unique part in the progress of humanity. Some awaken the collective awareness, while others work silently behind the scenes to keep the light on. There are 9 unique categories among these various archetypes, each of which represents an important divine purpose. Let us begin our journey with one of the most enigmatic and fascinating sorts of chosen, the Oracle. The Oracle, guardian of visions. Since ancient times, the Oracle has served as a connection between the present and the future, the human and the divine. His capacity to foretell events makes him a beloved and sometimes feared character. Before heading into combat, ancient Roman generals sought the counsel of the oracles. "Will we win this war?" they inquired. And the frequently enigmatic response sealed their fates. The oracle possesses uncommon and strong talents known as the Triple C, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsentience. He sees what conventional eyes do not see, hears realities that the majority do not hear, and experiences feelings and energy that are beyond ordinary awareness. These skills qualify him as a natural empath, a being who bears both the gift and the responsibility of comprehending what lies beyond the curtain of reality. Its presence has a magnetic quality. People are drawn to its atmosphere of wisdom and mystery, seeking advice and answers to their innermost questions. However, the oracle's gift extends beyond prediction. He is a guide, a beacon in the midst of life's storms, providing clarity and direction to those lost. However, shouldering this obligation is not a simple feat. The oracle frequently experiences loneliness since his knowledge might take him away from regular life. He sees things that are difficult to accept, and he must learn to reconcile his talent with his humanity. Your goal is to discover the ideal approach to communicate your insight while ensuring that your vision is a source of enlightenment rather than an agonizing burden. If you believe you have a sharp intuition, frequently predict events before they occur, or if others seek your advice without your prompting, you may be an oracle. And if it is your calling, embrace it with boldness. The world requires your vision to steer it through uncertainty and problems. In the coming minutes, we will look at several kinds of chosen and their duties in this huge cosmos and on our beautiful Earth. Each has a distinct function, and identifying them will allow you to connect even more deeply with your own spiritual journey. After the oracle, we come across the second category of chosen one, the free spirit. If the oracle communicates with the secrets of time and destiny, the free spirit breaks free from conformity and confronts all of the world's barriers. He is an indomitable creature, motivated by a strong desire to live his life on his terms, free from the expectations of others. He recognizes that something is amiss with the social order and refuses to follow forced norms from a young age. His keen vision sees past the veil of illusion, seeing that many standards are nothing more than artificial constructs designed to confine individuals inside a restrictive framework. Many regard him as a rebel, someone who does not conform to established norms. However, the truth is, their purpose was not to fit in. Their goal is not to conform to a set path, but to explore uncharted territory, expand perspectives, and scrutinize what demands inquiry. This chosen one challenges the system not because of a sense of revolt, but because he recognizes that the actual purpose of life is to live it fully, free of bonds and fear. While many people follow predetermined scripts, he enables himself to construct his tale. In doing so, it encourages people to realize that life may be much more than merely meeting external standards. Being a free spirit does not imply living without responsibilities but rather taking complete control of your own destiny. This chosen one has a great influence on people around him because he teaches, via posture and example, that genuine freedom exists not just in the outer world, but also in the mind. He reminds us that we are not victims of fate but rather creators of our existence. If you don't feel like you belong in the world as it is, if the prospect of pursuing a traditional route overwhelms you, and your spirit cries out for freedom, you could be a free spirit. If so, show the world that freedom is the essence of life, not just a right. Following the free spirit, we have the third category of chosen one, the bearer of truth. If the first is vision and the second is freedom, the third is the light of honesty in the shadows of delusion. The bearer of truth has an unrelenting devotion to honesty. He cannot tolerate lies or falsehoods. Your responsibility is to reveal the truth, even if it is disagreeable or difficult to accept. This chosen one not only uncovers hidden facts but also confronts the distorted myths that attempt to keep people in the dark. Its overarching goal is to remind the world that the truth cannot be suppressed. Many people fear his presence because they know he exposes deceptions and dispels illusions. However, individuals who seek authenticity consider it a useful source of clarification. Your dedication to the truth is not merely a personality quality but a spiritual calling. He is not afraid of the repercussions of his integrity, because he realizes that the route of truth may be difficult, but it is the only one that leads to true liberty. If you have an overpowering need to communicate the truth, even if it is not well received, and your presence frequently prompts profound reflections in others around you, you may be a bearer of truth. The world needs your fortitude to see through illusions and reclaim the core of sincerity. The pursuit of truth is a difficult path, and few people have the guts to take it without doubt. The third sort of chosen one, the truth-bearer, is one of those rare individuals whose duty extends beyond the mere presentation of facts. He is a change agent, someone who exposes lies and causes a dramatic shift in people's perceptions of reality. Their presence illuminates the most obscure aspects of society, prompting individuals to reevaluate their ingrained beliefs and cozy illusions. However, this quest comes at a cost. In a society where convenience frequently surpasses honesty, the truth-bearer is continually in conflict with others who seek to maintain appearances. He is the voice that breaks the stillness of conformity, reminding everyone that genuine growth can only occur when we are willing to face truth without filters. Its power extends beyond confrontation. By living truthfully and with integrity, he encourages others to do the same. Their dedication to honesty is evident in their behaviors, decisions, and style of interacting with the world. This chosen one is more than simply a messenger. He represents a new period in which authenticity is not a faraway dream but the foundation for a more just and mindful future. In times of disinformation and deception, your voice is crucial. He does not seek followers or impose absolute truths, rather, his goal is to urge each individual to examine, think, and develop their own perspective of what is true. While the truth-bearer is notable for the power of his words and attitudes, the fourth type of chosen one exhibits its influence in a more subtle way, the inspiring infiltrator. Unlike others who confront truth head-on, this chosen one operates strategically, sharing knowledge and arousing consciences in nearly undetectable ways. His genius is not in blatant denunciation but in the ability to transmit powerful truths without opposition. The inspirational infiltrator realizes that imposing truth might lead to rejection. As a result, he takes a different approach, reaching out to others through art, music, literature, or even his actual presence. Its strength is its subtlety, the capacity to incorporate revolutionary concepts into cultural and popular manifestations. Without raising flags or pushing views, he plants seeds that germinate at the appropriate moment, allowing others around him to gradually open up to new viewpoints. This chosen one frequently blends in with the crowd, performing roles that allow him to reach big audiences while not being readily identified as a change agent. Whether you're an artist who hides truths in song lyrics, a writer who weaves meaningful meanings into your stories, or a communicator who encourages critical thinking without provoking resistance, your purpose is to bring light in places where darkness prevails. Its influence may not be immediate, but it is long-term. Instead of frightening or confronting, it piques curiosity, igniting a real want to learn more. He recognizes that enlightenment cannot be forced, therefore, he operates with care and knowledge, building bridges rather than obstacles. His legacy is judged not by the number of individuals who follow him, but by the number of minds he inspires. As we continue to investigate the many varieties of chosen, we discover a new profile, the confused chosen. Unlike the others, his primary battle is not the influence he has on the world, but the search for clarity itself. He feels the call, but he has yet to discover his ultimate mission. Not all of the chosen awaken and immediately recognize their significance in the world. Some sense the call but are unsure how to proceed. The fifth sort of chosen one, the confused chosen one, finds itself at a crossroads, possessing extensive knowledge about the actual nature of reality but without a clear path to apply it. He sees there is something larger than what he has been taught, identifies societal illusions, and questions the system's foundation. Despite this lucidity, he feels adrift, unable to put this awareness into action. This sort of chosen one understands that he is more than simply a human being having a mundane experience, he is a spirit on an evolutionary journey. However, the gap between what you know and the reality you find yourself in may be oppressive. He recognizes that the world functions on false narratives, observes media manipulations, and sees corruption in power institutions. Even with this awareness, he is unable to break free from the ties that bind him to a life that does not represent his actual self. Many confused candidates have similar occupations and monotonous routines, yet within them is a raging fire that cannot be quenched. They believe they were born into something bigger, yet the shift from knowing to applying spiritual knowledge can be difficult. Fear of change, instability, and societal pressure frequently lead to paralysis, in which individuals understand what has to be done but are unable to take the initial move. The path of this chosen one is about striking a balance between your awake consciousness and your daily existence. He must learn to incorporate his wisdom into his daily decisions, becoming a living embodiment of his truth. This process does not happen quickly, but by claiming its validity, it gradually motivates others to follow suit and accept its actual objective. True awakening is not just mental, it also affects how we live and impact the world. Those who connect with this path face the task of not just seeking information but also having the guts to use it, improving their lives and, as a result, the world. While the confused chosen one tries to find their way, another type of chosen one has already reconciled with their inner selves. The Hermit, the sixth type of chosen one, discovered strength and a connection to the universe in solitude. He does not seek external approval, nor does he care about social norms. True wisdom, he believes, is found in silence, contemplation, and a deeper understanding of one's own essence. The Hermit feels more at ease when he is alone, not because he rejects the world, but because he understands that self-knowledge comes from introspection. He finds peace in meditation, connecting with nature, and living simply. To many, his behavior appears distant or even eccentric, but in reality, he is completely in sync with the natural flow of the universe. Walking barefoot on the ground, breathing deeply in the fresh air, and sensing the energy of the elements around you brings you joy. Unlike those who seek external validation to feel complete, the Hermit recognizes that true connection stems not from the material world, but from the unbreakable bond we all share with the universe. He may go days without talking to anyone, immersed in his thoughts and reflections, but he never feels lonely. The universe always finds ways to remind you that you are a part of something much larger, whether through subtle signals, unexpected encounters, or moments of profound synchronicity. The Hermit is not isolated due to weakness, but by choice. He values his time with himself because he recognizes that only by delving into his essence can he discover the truth of his existence. However, his attitude does not imply that he is opposed to human contact. On the contrary, their presence has a transformative effect on those who cross their path. He does not require lengthy speeches or flashy gestures, his serenity and wisdom speak for themselves. If you find true peace in solitude, seek moments of silence to reflect on life, and have a strong connection to nature, you may be a hermit. And if it is, understand that your role in the world is critical. While many people become lost in the chaos of modernity, you remind them of the importance of slowing down, listening to themselves, and respecting the natural rhythm of life. Loneliness should not be feared, it can lead to enlightenment. If you've made it this far and feel like this content is making sense of your life, please leave a comment below. My silence is also strength. This phrase aptly describes the power of the hermit, who finds light in introspection. Your interactions may inspire others to recognize your essence. This chosen one places a high value on body care. He teaches nutrition and inspires by example. Wellness instructors, holistic therapists, yoga teachers, and naturopaths all embody the spirit of the healer. They show that living well is a right available to anyone who chooses to care for themselves with love and respect. The healer does not impose his knowledge but rather shares it with those who are open to receiving it. He understands that true healing occurs when a person becomes aware of his ability to regenerate. His mission extends beyond physical health. He seeks to restore emotional and spiritual balance, guiding those who cross his path toward a more connected and authentic existence. While the healer devotes his or her life to restoring balance and promoting well-being, there is one final type of chosen one whose mission is to preserve and transmit the most profound knowledge of existence. The ninth type of chosen one, the Ancient One, carries with him the wisdom of the centuries, serving as a timekeeper whose presence transcends the physical world's boundaries. He lived and witnessed the repetition of life's cycles, recognizing patterns that ordinary eyes could not see and drawing lessons that would serve as guides for those seeking understanding. Its knowledge is derived not only from studies but also from direct experience, contemplative silence, and careful observation of the flow of existence. Every wrinkle on your face tells a story, and every word spoken bears the weight of previous generations. Elders are revered across all cultures. The presence of shamans in the Amazon rainforests, sages in the Himalayan mountains, spiritual masters in Africa, and gurus in India serves as a beacon for those seeking clarity and purpose. They are sought not only for their expertise but also for the breadth of their experience and their ability to see reality beyond the surface. They are masters of both words and experience, transmitting teachings through meaningful stories, rituals, and silences. They carry within themselves a connection to ancestral forces, understanding that wisdom is a continuous river that flows through time and is passed down from generation to generation. The elders play a crucial role in preserving the legacy of wisdom for future generations. They do not impose truths but rather help each individual discover their own, gently guiding those who are ready to awaken. Their knowledge is not a burden, but rather a gift, a spiritual legacy that transcends time and shapes the paths of those who have the opportunity to learn from them. His wisdom often manifests itself in a subtle way, in a seemingly simple piece of advice, a story told around the fire, or a look that says more than words can. They understand that true learning lies not in direct answers, but in the right questions, in the inner journey that each person must take to discover their truth. We didn't all start on the same path, but now we know the 9 types of chosen ones. Each being carries a unique mission, a purpose that, when accepted, contributes to the universe's overall harmony. Some are warriors, others are healers, some challenge systems, and still others protect the essence of truth. There is no more or less important role, everyone is necessary for collective awakening. Each chosen one has its melody, just like the notes in a symphony, but when they all come together, they form the harmony required to transform the world. How about you? Which of the chosen ones do you most identify with? Reflect on your journey, identify your purpose, and share your vision. May we continue this conversation and support one another on this spiritual journey. No path is lonely when we recognize that we are a part of something larger, something that transcends time and space. Each step on this path leads to awakening, self-knowledge, and an understanding of our place in the eternal cycle of existence. If this message spoke to you, keep exploring, learning, and strengthening your connection to the world and yourself. And if you feel like you're a part of the Chosen One's awakening, subscribe to the channel now and leave the word purpose in the comments. This word represents everything that the Chosen Ones embody. The journey is long, but never lonely. The universe always guides us, sending signals, putting people in our path, and revealing to us, in unexpected ways, that we are precisely where we should be. Peace, light, and wisdom to everyone. Until the next video, Chosen One.